Hi everyone, welcome to The Hang. This week's episode we have Will Swenson, my good friend from back in the Les Mis days, who's currently starring as Neil Diamond in Beautiful Noise. We have a great time hanging, it's been a while, and for today, just for fun, we have Andrew Kober co-hosting. So you know it's going to be informative. Enjoy. A Beautiful Noise. Are you sure it's not The Beautiful? I saw it. Will Swenson in A Beautiful Noise on The Hang. Oh, and everyone who's watching can see the brooding look.
Why do you say that kind of stuff?
I know.
It's so
I
disgusting.
Can't help myself. I can't help it.
You are
am I
sick,
wrong?
You're a
but
sick
am I
man.
wrong?
You're not wrong, but you're sick.
I'm just
you're
saying,
sick in the head. That's what you are.
And this is an indication of what the next 30 to 40 minutes are going to be like. Welcome. Welcome to...
If we had half this energy.
Welcome to The Hang, Will Swenson.
Thank you. Broadgrass. Oh, God.
Please tell me one of these are recording.
Both of these are.
Oh, good. Okay.
That's something.
Can we swear?
Yeah.
Because I'm against it.
Then we shan't.
Because I'm Mormon again.
Because you're born again, Mormon.
I'm Mormon again. I went back. I didn't go back. Had to.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't do
You're not
it.
allowed to mention or discuss.
This is the Will Swenson episode. It doesn't matter.
Should we have these on?
I think it looks nice.
It looks so
It looks
good.
great.
Yeah, it looks very professional.
It looks really
But I need one off. So again, I don't want to blow it
to
out.
match
I don't want
pitch.
What are you saying? What?
Gonorrhea.
Oh,
So you can hear the track.
Okay, let's jump in because we've had some technical difficulties. Welcome to The Hang. Will Swenson, co-hosted with our lovely...
It's going well. It's going half an hour late. True to form.
We'll just
How will
continue.
you
Good to
ever
be
hear
back
us
in
without
the
the headphones?
universe.
Co-hosted with Andrew Kober.
Glad to be
The
back.
Hang.
Welcome, Will, to our podcast.
You're welcome. You got a little something right
Do I?
there.
What
No,
is
it's
it?
just your beard.
Oh.
It's just the discoloration of your beard. It's just your
It's
gray.
a lot of different colors.
How old
I
are
know.
you?
So old. I'm turning 39 next month.
Is
I know, I look
Is that
way
a lie?
worse. No, I wish it was.
Really?
I look so much worse. I know. I know. It's shocking.
why would
that
you
I'm
lie
not,
about 39,
Like,
I
oh,
guess.
56. You're like, yeah, that's.
Last week he was on and he was like, I was looking at our old vlog videos of us three. We were pretty good. We were very funny. But he goes, you and Will have not aged. I've deteriorated.
I've deteriorated.
I'm afraid
so
to grow
horribly.
my beard out because I know
'Cause of
there's
the
gray in
grays?
there, but I'm just not going to do it.
Why?
Because I don't.
You'll pull- you'll-
Well,
vanity,
he can't grow
ego,
it right now anyways.
ego,
He's
'cause
starring
I can't.
Beautiful, the
So
Carole
close
King
to you.
musical. So you got to be clean shaven with that. And I loved
Yeah.
it. And now I want to see it again. Obviously, it's the relationship between Carole King and Neil Diamond.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
So Beautiful is running.
It's running 4 years ago across town, and you've got a friend.
You do have a friend.
That's a great
Yeah.
song.
You know, I was
I
in
didn't
that
hear
one.
that.
Beautiful.
Were you?
Yeah.
You were in that?
Yeah, I was.
You were in that?
Yeah. I've been in most of them.
That's not true.
Well, it is. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm calling
We can
Jesse
fact check it
Mueller
if you
right
want.
now. I don't have
That's
my phone.
fine. I was in it.
Oh, all right.
But you're not in that one. You're in. Help me. Noise is off.
Noise
Yeah.
is off.
It's
That's
we're
the one.
close. I know we're circling
That's
it.
the one. I'm in.
Neil
I'm in-
Sedaka you're playing.
Yes, that's it.
Did you-
Carol, that's a great song.
Okay, let's get into it. What's this bracelet?
We're talking about Will here. It's a Whoop Watch. It's
What does
my
that mean?
vital
But
statistics.
I mean, the fun stuff is really just to tear Ramin apart.
Yeah, because
Okay,
there's
first
so
we need
much.
we need to get to the dongle immediately.
Do you want to talk about
because
the
100%?
Okay.
100%.
Can we
Because
get back to the Carole King musical
in a
after
minute?
this?
In a minute,
Sure.
about my stunning portrayal of Carole King. I look good in a wig, by the way.
you look good in those jumpsuits too. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you. I walk in and Ramin has like a bolo tie attached to his phone. And
Yeah.
I said, "What's that?"
Yep.
He shows it to me. He says, "It's a dongle."
It's not a dongle.
I don't know
by the
what.
way.
It-
Yeah.
We went over this.
It looks like a
We
jump
addressed
rope
this a
for a
lot.
small person.
Yeah.
And
I said it
he
looks
put
like the
over
thing
his
from your
head, and
hoodie
he's
came
like,
out.
"Oh, it's right there."
Yeah, but when you're in a city, it's safe. You always know where it is. I'm not searching for it. It's not breaking the lining of
Are
my
you
trousers.
telling me that if I wanted to steal your phone, it isn't more readily accessible for me to grab and run?
but
just because
you'd
there's
have
a
to try and
string
get it over
attached
my
to it?
arm.
No, it's
I'd
going
be-
to break in a
Why
second.
isn't-
There's little tiny.
Why is that
Strong
better than a
silver-
pocket?
How strong is this?
Well, that is, but the
little
attachments,
silver
the little
ringlets.
silver ringlets.
Look at those. That's double knot, man.
No one's
on the
talking about that
phone,
part.
Ramin, it's going to break in a heartbeat. And I don't question your sexuality, but I do question your choices.
Yeah,
just
I
your
question your
fashion
choice.
choices.
Listen, I question it, but
It's
you know.
not his fault. He's
Okay, listen. You said you're getting another color now. What's that? What color?
It was multicolored. Listen, don't worry about it. We'll put a link to where we can get these dongles. Everyone's gonna want one.
It's not a dongle.
And then the word is problematic as well.
Yeah, it's tough because dong's right in it.
So how are you, mate?
I'm a little dongly.
Yeah.
But I'm better for seeing you guys.
This
I
is a
missed
treat.
I miss you every day.
How long into the run are you?
We started performances in November. A real question.
Is that
He's
right?
like a real question.
What's wrong with that?
I'm bored with that. Okay,
How
go
long
on.
are you into your run?
A year now.
Really?
Oh, well, no, a year. A year ago, yesterday, we started rehearsals.
You guys are making so much money in that
great.
theater.
Hand over
Like
fist.
$2 million a week or something sometimes.
Sometimes.
But how long are you into the run of your show right now? Because I
we
want to ask you
started-
how you're feeling. Like it's,
I'm pretty busted. We're like three full months in.
and that's doing well.
It's doing well, yeah.
Yeah.
We're in the $1 million club, I guess.
Great.
How
But,
much money are you making?
More than I've ever made,
That's
which
great.
is nice.
Well
That's great.
deserved.
Yeah, finally.
Not as much as Ramin.
Yeah, it's true.
Probably.
true.
Probably true. Have you met Carole King?
I've never met her. No, she wasn't involved in the process. Strangely, and
She didn't come around much.
No, but luckily YouTube clips. You can.
It's
you
so
can
personal,
Google
though,
her.
that story.
It is, and I've never played the piano much. So, but it's nice because they take the keys out and you can just bang around
just
on the
bang
piano
around.
and nobody knows. it
And you
looks
played a
sure.
guitar in this too. I
Looks
didn't know
like
she
you know
played
it.
guitar.
Yeah, she wore a lot of sequins, and she's her voice is much more gravelly than I remembered.
Right.
Yeah,
And you got that down pat too.
Yeah, boy.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. But it's good. It's good. Beetlejuice is closed.
We did close, yeah.
So that's no longer making
No,
money.
can't. We're not making any money.
No.
We did make some money for a while, and then they decided it wasn't quite enough, and so shut down the whole operation.
I wanted so much to see you. in
I
your
was so
show.
good. You would have loved me.
But,
I was really good.
I heard you were great.
Oh, that's nice.
What songs did you sing in that?
You know, different ones. The Beetlejuice, like I Am Beetlejuice, like that one. Just all those great songs.
Those classics.
Yeah. Sweet Caroline, America. You know, all the best Beetlejuice songs.
Yeah.
You never.
I'm the greatest star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah,
yeah.
Man, I wish I saw you do that.
Hey, when's the last time the three of us were in the same room?
Probably Les Mis.
I think
can't-
probably
I don't
Les-
think since,
honestly,
since,
Les
we
Mis.
closed that show.
It was
Which
probably
was-
the last vlog we shot on my couch.
Probably.
You were making fun of my T-shirt that had a pocket.
Let's talk about the shirt.
I
That's
have
a
to
great
pull
segue.
you down to make myself feel more powerful.
What are you talking about? You're gorgeous. You're powerful. You're the hit of the town playing Neil.
But I just remembered
Sedaka?
Neil Sedaka.
Neil Diamond.
Yeah.
Come
He's the
on.
hit of
You
the
are
town.
The Neil Diamond. You must love closing each act with Sweet Caroline.
Yes, I do.
And the times you get to sing it in the middle of the acts. Right. It's pretty much just
It ends each act. It was
Yeah.
true.
I
We
love it.
finished the first act with it,
As
and
it
we finished
should.
the second act with it.
I'm going to come see it.
Yeah. Well, you should. You're invited.
I watched your performance on GMA. That was great. I was excited to see you. It was great. What?
I'm just trying to remember what we did. But
I think
thanks.
you did Sweet Caroline.
Probably Sweet Caroline.
Yeah.
I was in your theater when you got back after that because we were doing chess, and I saw this
That's right. That's right.
hunky silhouette and the wings. I'm
And I
like,
couldn't
that's
go talk
gotta
to
be
you because
Will.
you were up there singing.
And you were like,
Dreamboat.
like a stallion that you are.
So why did you tuck only the one side of your shirt?
Yeah. Is there a strategy, or is it just your
what's that?
impeccable fashion choice again? Also,
I mean,
when
it's
I got
deliberate.
here, you
It's
weren't
definitely
wearing a
deliberate.
baseball hat, and then
No,
you
I
put
put
one
it on
on
for this.
because maybe he wants to look more. In
I'll
your,
be honest. Last time he wore a baseball hat,
Yeah.
and it made me.
And I was wearing a hat when I came, and I took it off.
I know, but your hair looks really good.
You
right
look
now.
good with headphones
Yeah,
and the
your
hair
hair
thing.
looks great.
I don't pull it
My
off.
hair hasn't
Your
looked good
office
since
are
the
killing me.
90s.
I just want to try without for a minute because I just want to see if I can still hear you
Honestly,
guys.
I think I hear you
What?
better without it.
Huh.
Oh yeah, I got to put it back.
So you go, all right, I've got this shirt and I want it tucked, but I don't want to commit all the way. So I'm going to just do the one side.
Yeah.
Were you hoping we would go, oh, it probably just sort of like nonchalantly became untucked on the one side? Or
Just like he didn't care enough to kind of finish. He was just like, yeah, that's fine.
yeah, I
don't
guess
know
do
how
you mean
looks
it to
down
look
there.
deliberate or accidental?
Or is it for access to your pocket to get to?
Well, the
Oh,
phone's
you
not
wouldn't
in
wear
there,
stuff in your
so
front pockets.
No, it breaks the lining of your trousers.
Exactly, 100%. 100%.
Hence the dongle.
yeah, exactly. The phone's not in there, no problems.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't have a Metro card you need. You walk 20 feet to your dressing room.
True, but also if I can walk, I'll walk wherever. So I want to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
my 15,000 steps a day.
I know, and you like taking
Do
the
you
bike
try to
too?
get 15,000 steps a day?
15,000.
Well, you live
That's
10
what-
steps
yeah.
from the theater. How do
So
you
it's
do
a
that?
problem.
What do you
It's
do?
a
You walk up
challenge.
to Central Park and back?
Sometimes, and if it's warm, I'll walk around Central Park, listen to a podcast or an
Your
audiobook.
place, I want to talk about your place real quick. We're up near the stratosphere. We're on the 700th floor.
Yeah.
And this is on the grounds of the old Roseland Ballroom.
Yes.
So how does it feel to be a part of the destruction and deterioration of one of the great art and cultural spaces in the history of music?
Well, sometimes you just got to rewrite history and onwards and upwards.
That's what they say.
I'm embarrassed to say I don't know the history of that
Yeah.
ballroom.
Well,
Can
You
tell
don't
me
think
about
of,
it?
of Midtown as a
you're
place
into-
that's being
you're into
gentrified,
Broadgrass, but it's true.
but here we are.
It's in there. Oh, I said the word.
What, Broadgrass? You said it. It's $5.
Yeah, that's $5.
Yeah.
We have a jar.
$5.
Did you have like an angle on what you wanted to talk about today, or were we just going to sit
No,
down
it's
and
just
do
a
this?
hang. And I knew he was going to bring it to make fun of me, and I was hoping you were
All
going to
right.
make fun of him.
All right.
But I'm going to try and figure out like how things are going with you, and how's the family, and how's are you? You must be. I knew you always liked Neil Diamond, so when I heard you got this part, I was like, perfect.
Well, I remember, I don't know if you remember, I was doing the very first workshop of your show. I was also doing a workshop at Open Jar where y'all were rehearsing. And I remember seeing you in the hall and seeing you really more nervous than I've ever seen you. And I've known you for a long
Well,
time.
because that was the first time I met Neil. And
I remember
he
you
came
like
to see,
being really freaked out.
and it was like they had written the book, and they basically were like pitching it to Neil to say, "Can we make this musical?"
Yeah.
And I was the guy to do it in front of him, and so it was like an audition for the show and me at the same time. So it was insanely nerve-wracking. Yeah,
Because we've known each other a long time,
a long time.
almost 20 years, I guess.
2007.
Yeah.
When you guys did Hairspray,
Yep.
Yep.
That's right.
he did that in London as well.
We did it
Are
here
you
in
going to get
London.
that fluff off his chin, or am I going to
Oh,
reach
is it
over?
from my scarf still?
Yeah.
All the way.
It
all
was
the
a
way
big
from-
scarf.
There you
Yeah.
go. All this
I
focus
gotta
on my
protect the-
half tuck and dongle. You're not helping our guest out.
Right?
You're
Like
good.
having a piece
You're
of
good.
Half
food in
tuck
your
and
teeth.
dongle.
That's the title of your
Attorney's
biography.
What was Neil's? Yeah, today's episode is called Half Tuck. Half
Yeah,
Tuck
that's the
Dongle.
title of the episode. Perfect.
What was Neil's reaction after that first?
He said, "This guy's terrible. Get him out of here," and the rest is history. And that's why I'm in the Carole King musical now.
But he liked the story though, and he liked what they did with it.
Yeah. The writer did the kind of cool angle of kind of going at it through his present day Neil in therapy and kind of working through his issues through his lyrics and his songs and his history and flashing back. And
That was great that he exposed some of that.
yeah, it's pretty vulnerable. It's
Yeah.
a pretty vulnerable ask of him to like open up his personal history like that.
And played brilliantly by you, mate.
By you ain't?
By you, mate.
What?
And played brilliantly by you, mate.
Oh. Sorry, I don't speak Canadian.
I don't even know if
Neither
that's
does he.
considered.
I love it when he calls me mate. It's
Yeah,
like-
it's nice, right? Because no one else does.
No, it's
a
like-
nice
it's
feeling.
Like it makes me feel British by association a little bit.
Well,
Yeah,
I wish
yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
because it didn't land.
It's always mate or like brother.
It's
is
just
trying to
nice.
give you a
No, it's
compliment.
your enunciation, really. I mean,
I got terrible enunciation.
you
Yeah.
should get on that.
I'm trying.
If you're in the
If you want
We're
a
not
career
tired
in the
this word,
theater,
so like
Luckily, you're
sometimes-
singing most of the time, and that's
No.
a little slower. It kind of slows
Talking
down.
most of the time is Nick Arnstein.
Oh, yeah?
And there's sometimes.
Sorry, who?
It's in Mame. He's doing Mame.
Oh, right. I thought it was Silly Girl?
Silly.
Silly Lady?
No, it's something. I don't. We did this whole thing last time. Hello,
Oh,
it's Hello,
Funny
Dolly.
Face. Funny Face?
Funny Face.
It's the Audrey Hepburn?
Yeah.
Yeah. And thanks for listening, everybody. That was it was entertaining.
How is the family? How are you
Mine?
juggling that? Doing 8 shows a week now? No, how many are you doing?
I do
this?
7
When's your night off?
Wednesday nights off.
Oh.
Yeah.
How come you take a Wednesday not like a full day, like a Thursday, so you have day and night?
Because with this one, it's 2 in a day is too much. It's so gravelly that 2 in a day just is a bear.
So how do you get on? Obviously, every show's fine, but like I know what it's like to go Friday to Saturday, then the Sunday matinee.
Yeah, it's tough. It's like a push
Yeah,
through
it's
through the
killer.
weekend, and then just rest all day Monday and Tuesday, and kind of hope to be back by.
But you can't really do vocal rest, can you? You got family. You got
I
things
mean,
to do?
I try. I stay in the city on nights before matinees, so that's helpful.
Right.
So two nights a week, I'm without children around.
Yeah.
So I can rest it a little bit. But it's like, for me, it's hydration and sleep. If I have those two things, I can sing. And if I don't have one of those two things, I'm on perilous ground.
Yeah.
Now, I knew you used to play guitar. I saw you strum a few chords back in the Les Mis days. How much did you have to practice for this, or were you already up to scratch?
A lot. No, I have improved my skills considerably with this one. I mean, luckily, Neil's a lot of his songs are like 3-chord strummers, so that's cool. Some of it's a little more intricate, but I never played with a pick before. I always just strummed with my fingers, and he's definitely a dig into it kind of pick guy for most of them. And I was surprised at how much there is to pick strumming. I thought, it's easy, it's up and down, but it's not. There's so much subtlety to it, and like muting with your palm, and there's a whole lot of subtlety.
Did they put you through lessons? Did you work with someone?
I mean, our guys in the band are insane. They're
Great
so
band.
great. Oh,
Brian,
gosh.
is he your MD?
Brian Yusufer did the orchestrations.
Right,
And,
he's
and
great,
arrangements.
man.
He's freaking great. But Sonny Palladino's our MD.
Of course. Yeah.
But yeah, those guys are amazing. But the guitar guys helped me out a lot when I had questions, and they really like a key change in our show. So a 3-chord song becomes a really difficult song to play. So if it
You have to
starts
bar
in
it.
C, suddenly you're like in D flat, and it's bar chord nonsense, which is challenging. I don't enjoy the bar chords.
Some of those guitars are beautiful.
Oh, dude.
Did they give you one to have at home to practice? And
Neil gave me one of his guitars.
no.
That's cool.
True story.
See, now we're getting somewhere.
Now we finally cracked him.
Finally something
Enough about the
interesting.
talk. Let's talk about Neil's guitar.
But back to the dangle.
Dongle.
The dongle. Oh,
Dongle.
I was thinking
It
about.
dangles, but it's a dongle.
Oh, that makes sense.
boy.
What do you mean he gave you his
Near
guitar?
your dong.
Depends where it hangs.
Dude, right before we opened, he and his wife Katie texted me one day, and they were like, "Can you come over to the house? We want to give you something, and we don't know if we'll get time on opening."
Where does he live?
His place is over on the east side near the park.
Yeah,
What's
the
his address?
Go on.
It's right on the park. Gorgeous place. Insane that I went there.
I don't think of him as a New Yorker, I guess. I don't know why, but I'm surprised to hear that he lives in the city.
LA's fine, the sun shines most of the time, and the feeling is laid back. New York's home, but it ain't mine no more.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
I'm New
lyric
York
from-
City born and raised. Nowadays I'm lost between two shores. Anyway, he puts it out there in his lyrics.
Sure.
And
So you go to the house.
So I go to the house.
And again, that address is
on the park.
great.
And he freaking gave me one of his guitars that he used to
Wow.
play in concert. It's an ovation, but like an arm of ovation that made this batch of guitars out of this very intense plastic metal they make helicopter wings out of. And so it's a round back, but it's got funky acoustic holes in the front, and it sounds amazing. And inside there's a piece of paper inside the body of it that says custom made for Neil Diamond 1981 by the guitar maker.
That's pretty cool.
And he signed it to me and said he was proud of me. And so yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to like display it /
How much you could sell it for.
never, but it's insanity.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
So where is it right now?
Crazy. It's in my like house, my studio.
Do you dare play it, or you just
Oh
leave it?
yeah, I play it like crazy.
Yeah.
It's got a great sound, and immediately I was like, okay, he got this guitar made in 1981. So I Googled Neil Diamond live
Yeah, of course.
1982.
Yeah.
Immediately, the first picture that came up, he was playing that guitar
That's cool.
in concert. in a
That's
sparkly
incredible,
shirt. Yeah, it's
man.
incredible. Yeah, pretty awesome.
I wish you had brought it.
I should have.
Yeah, we should have.
Yeah. That would have been really cool.
I could have sung some Broadgrass, and
Yeah.
I would have signed it for you.
that would be great.
That would have been really nice.
Just Neil and you.
Really happy to.
You could have
That'd be
signed it as
great.
Beetlejuice.
Would have been really. I could have signed it as Beetlejuice. Yeah, that would have been cool.
What of us three would
I'm out
make
of
sense?
coffee.
Do you want more coffee?
No.
I had to learn a few years ago for a show, and it was the hardest thing I've ever done in my adult life.
To learn some chords on the guitar.
To learn after having never played it ever.
What was hard? The placement, or the strength, or like the calluses?
The calluses. I have very dainty.
But you had to solo and do.
Yeah, I had to learn how to do it.
Was it a steel string?
For School of
guitar?
Rock. It was all like, electric stuff. But it was. Learning on electric ended up being much easier than acoustic.
100% easier, yeah.
Way easier. But like my very dainty
Yeah.
artist's
Still was
fingers.
too much for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've never worked a hard day's work in your life.
That's right.
Yeah.
I sing songs.
Yeah.
Mostly stand in the back.
I do plays.
I do
It's called a
plays.
play.
Yeah, I dress up. I look sad or happy or whatever. And I say what they tell me
Sometimes I learn a
to.
little bit on an instrument.
Yeah, occasionally, only when they really make me.
Nice.
But mostly I just stand where they say. And
Nice.
put on
Did
the
they
clothes.
turn up your guitar's microphone, or did the band just cover you?
No,
just
I had to
look
play it.
like you knew what you were doing.
I had to play it. And then my last night at School of Rock, in my regular ensemble track, I played the drums. And it's the real drum kit that the kid plays in the big finale, but the adult doesn't have to play it. I'm just miming. The last night they turned me up, my last performance. And
As a joke?
yeah, because I was sort of bragging. I was like, I'm playing these fills back here, and I bet if it was up, because of electric kit, I was like, I bet if the kit was up, it would sound pretty dope. I was talking to Big Game for a long time.
Yeah.
And then my last performance, I hear it in the house, and I'm like,
Oh, I'm terrible.
my fill was not bad though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was better than I thought it would go.
Nice.
It was all right. I can keep time.
I think they turned my guitars down in a couple of songs.
That's okay.
It's the ones where I'm dancing around a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You playing a guitar in Hello Dolly?
No, the uke.
The uke.
You do?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Huh. Is that while you're shirtless or no?
No, not in that scene. No.
Do you get shirtless? That's
Are you shirtless and beautiful?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Michael
Yeah.
Mayer, he's just like, oh, good looking guy. Take your shirt off.
Yeah, of course.
It's all right.
Gotta
He's
sell
got
some
more
ticks.
skin time than I do.
Oh.
That's not true.
Yeah.
I take
Mine's
something off and put it
fleeting.
right back on.
You took your time. Nobody gets dressed that
It
slow.
was just the night you were there. I just wanted you to
You
see.
took your time.
You know, you did the shirt, then delivered the line.
Well,
Then the shirt. I saw it. I know that old trick.
Ramin, when I met you, I don't think you had these muscles. Is that true?
I thought you were bigger.
I was definitely bigger.
I don't think you were muscly when I met you, when we were auditioning for the Les Mis.
Really?
No, it got
Were
more
you?
later, yeah.
I think
I took it more seriously as that contract went on.
yeah.
Yeah. But that was part of the contract. They told me to gain 10 pounds for New York.
I remember when you came from Canada, I was like, who's this fucking bodybuilder? You looked crazy to me.
Yes, well, there was time after we met to that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. We met, and then we had months before we started rehearsals.
Right.
How
And
tall
then-
are you? It goes to the story. How
That's a
tall are
good
you?
story. I'm 6'2".
Okay, so they flew me to New York to meet with Will. We're doing the scenes. And I know what Cameron's like about height and look. And at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but once I'm in Valjean mode, I look different.
Yeah.
Wigs. And then I knew. He goes to Will, how tall are you, Will? I was like, fuck. I know it's going to put him off. There's too much of height discrepancy. And I hear Will go 6'1". I was like,
Well,
I'm
because
thinking he's
before,
taller
when
than
we
6'1".
were talking together, before we went in the room together, you were like, how tall are you? I think Cameron thinks I'm too short for this. And I was like, I'm 6'2". And you're like, shit. And so when we
he's
went in the
right.
room, Cameron asked me, and I was like, I'm about 6 foot, 6'1".
Yeah.
And I remember I looked at him, and then when Cameron went up, I'm like, we're best friends.
I love you. I love you so much. And I think I was wearing boots that day too. So I was
I'm
kinda-
sure you were.
I'm like, I am warning you. That was a great experience. And then when they brought you to Toronto for us to work on that for a
Right,
bit
and we
with
made the fight
Casey,
scene. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that chain,
that was cool.
I remember
That was
thinking,
cool. I remember that fight.
That was fun. Yeah, my neck still hurts from that.
my knuckles still hurt. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I sent him to the hospital. I forgot about that in fight call.
He hit me in fight call. I had to go to the hospital.
The club.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
It's the whole thing.
Shoot.
Fight call we always took super seriously at that show. Super important fight call.
We had fun though. Les Mis was a good time.
It was a good time.
I didn't have a great time.
Yes,
I
you
mean,
did.
well, you had
I
to be
did.
on stage a lot.
It sucked. I was in so much of the show.
You gotta do another
So
track
much.
in that show.
I know. Do you know how many costume changes I had in that show?
A lot. You like to talk about it.
21?
Yeah, I've heard.
You've heard.
Well, you talk about it a lot.
26.
It's okay.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
Ballpark.
Yeah.
But that's, I mean,
What's that like?
Yeah, tell us. Tell us your woes. Come on.
I was honored to be there with you two.
Yes, that's the answer.
Yeah. Honored. Deeply honored. I was. We had a lot of good times at that show.
Yes, we
The
did.
doing of the show was not as fun as some other.
I think about it all the
shows.
time. Like our show is 2:15, 2:20 about.
Yeah.
And it's nice and quick. We're out of there. And I just think, oh man, we're like, we got 45 minutes to go in Les Mis if we're doing that.
Funny
Remember
goes
some
longer
nights-
than Les Mis.
No.
You're like 250 something, right? I'm sorry.
I remember some nights at Les Mis we'd be a little slow and we'd have to bow without the orchestra.
That's right. We'd be like, B curtain call.
Yeah.
And we're just like silent
just
curtain
bowing
call. Just
into deadly silence.
Night.
Yeah,
The odd night,
thank you all.
we all start going da da da. Do it ourselves.
Yep.
Yeah, that was always a bummer.
Broadway at its best.
But it was just so heavy, just like go home with the weight of that show every night.
Yeah.
It's nice to go out for me on this one with a nice energy, a nice high.
Yeah, but you go through all the emotions in this one.
It's true. It's true. It kind of does this. Yeah.
See, I felt my enunciation was bad even on that question.
You're
there.
right.
Yeah. Did you say mate? I missed it.
But I'm so happy you got the question.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. Maybe if you sing it, I can get it.
I think I'm getting worse.
Your enunciation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Maybe it's because English is your second language.
Fourth?
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe. I do like that you have sort of your own accent, that it's not anything.
It is totally a Ramin accent.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
like
It's
unidentifiable
Not, it's
because it's Canada.
It's not Iranian.
UK.
It's not
I love the
Iranian.
way you say my name,
It's
by the
not
way.
Persian. What did I say?
The way you say my name is you're the only one who says it like
Raymond?
that. No.
You know, my phone corrects your name to Ramon.
Yeah.
And yesterday, Farrah was like,
I keep calling you Ramon. I like it. Oh, that's your new nickname. That's so good.
yesterday we share our calendar, and Farrah was like, what is this Ramon? I was like, don't worry about it. So,
I'm gonna talk to my friend
I'm gonna go
Ramon.
see my friend Ramon.
How long are you going to be in Beautiful Noise for?
Oh, you got it right.
Well, I can't. I feel like we're beating a dead horse now.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm contracted through the end of October. Will be a year. So a year. Yeah. And they just opened a new block of tickets, so who
Great.
knows?
Great.
Yes, the show is selling.
I honestly think that show will do amazing in England as well.
I bet you're right. They love them over there.
Sweet Caroline, as
Yeah.
well as they love
at
Neil.
the football games.
It
Yeah.
would be huge. And if
Yeah.
they did like an off West End run first, like in Liverpool or up north,
Oh, you think?
it would be
Yeah.
insane. You'd
Yeah.
have to do that.
I'm sure they'll send it over. It'd be fun to go open that show over there.
It would be huge.
Yeah. And he played a ton over there. They went nuts. In Ireland in particular, they love Neil Diamond.
Cool.
Yeah. You want to come?
Yeah.
You
Sounds
can,
great.
we'll find something for you. Don't
Great.
worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
In the Neil Diamond musical?
Or anything?
Just generally, what
Would
would I
you
like to do?
Beautiful again? What did you do in that? Because I saw it.
I played Don Kirshner, the producer, her producer and friend.
What phase of the show? Early in the run?
Toward the end. I
Oh.
did it with Vanessa Carlton playing Carol.
Were you in it with my cousin Adam
You're Adam.
Dietline?
Nope.
Okay.
Vanessa Carlton came in?
Yeah, she played Carol for the last kind of little while there.
Oh. I like her voice.
She's great.
Really cool voice.
She's really cool.
Yeah.
She's great. I thought she was really good in the show.
This was the same run. So did she take over from Jesse?
No, I think there were a couple of Carols in
No,
between.
there was Chelina.
Yeah.
Elena, yes.
Yeah, there were a number of Carols.
Yeah.
but
How long did that run for then?
a while. I don't remember, but I did,
Did
like
Jesse's
the last.
sister Abby ever do it on Broadway, or did she do the tour?
She
went out and
definitely
took
did the tour.
I
I'm not.
think,
I'm not positive with.
Yeah, yeah.
I did like the last. So for a while, a bunch of the last year.
Nice.
That's great. That was a good one because it's a nice, clean theater. People are pleasant there. It's a happy show.
It's a clean theater.
It is. It's new.
Well,
The dressing rooms are
yeah,
new.
it's beautiful.
It's nice. Yeah.
And it's a light show. It's not a heavy lift for anyone except for the Carol. So everyone else is in a pretty good mood all the time.
Yeah.
And I was just in charge of I just put on suits and told jokes. I had one sung line. That was the whole thing. It was like a breeze.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great. I just did jokes and suits.
Nice. Your
That was the best. Well, I don't remember. It was. I don't remember any of the jokes.
Okay.
so.
It's good at making fun. but
How
can't-
often do you trim this up? Every day?
It's
You're
that-
pretty
Or
hairy.
shave every day. Yes, I am. I'm third from the end on the chain of evolution. I shave every day, obviously. And this I'll try and keep like with a beard trimmer every
Yeah.
3 days. Do you have to be clean shaven for every show?
No, I do stubble. I get down to stubble, so a little less than this.
So I miss it. Like I can't stand having this thing.
I
Really?
love stubble. I break
hate
out
being
if I clean shave too much.
Yeah.
First thing I'm doing when I can is grow my beard back.
Yeah, but if I get this long, I get itchy.
This long.
I get
Yeah.
tinsel as well here, a little grays.
You got to push through a little
Yeah.
bit. You know, there's like a.
If
there's
I
an
get
awkward
past it, then it
phase.
gets soft, and then I
Yeah.
can condition it and stuff, and it's a little better. But,
Yeah.
but yeah,
You don't have any grays.
I do. I've got a few. They're coming in, but I'm
okay.
50. It's
Yeah.
coming in.
Have you turned 50? Yes,
Yeah.
you did this year.
Yeah, I'm 50.
Man, you look amazing. Come on.
You look amazing.
Where's your grays?
They're in there.
Do you color it?
Yeah, there's a couple.
I've never colored it.
They're more
Good for
silver
you.
than gray, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Silver fox.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're coming in. They're coming in.
I feel 50.
You look 50.
You're not even 40?
No, I know. I'm still a year from 40.
His face when you said you're 39, the look on his face, his brain was like, say something kind, say something kind.
It just means that you were such a baby when
Now
we
I'm
met.
worried I'm
You were
miscounting.
like-
No, I was like 24
like,
when we
wait,
met.
how old am I? That's nuts. That's nuts.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
Now I'm worried I'm counting it wrong. But no, I'll be 39
Not sure
next
of your
week.
age, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do
Well,
anything
that's great.
special for your 50th besides being Neil Diamond?
I was in tech for this show, so no. I mean,
Do you have
no.
any plans?
To celebrate my 50th
Yeah,
year?
like a delayed one?
No,
All right.
no.
Maybe we should talk to your Audra about this.
Now,
Yeah.
who's
Set
Audra?
something up. Your wife, is she in the business? October. Hopefully you'll get a 50th birthday. We'll speak
Maybe
to
we'll
Audra
do
about
something
that.
for your 50th
Yeah.
birthday. We could all do something together.
Let it go. It's all right.
Can we do
It's
something
okay.
on your night off, or you definitely hit reset mode and just rest with?
You
the
don't have
family?
to talk. We could just be
That'd be
together.
amazing.
We could just be. We could talk. I mean,
You will.
You guys could talk, and I'd just kind of be like,
yeah.
That give us that natural, innate brooding look you've got.
That's all I'm looking for from you for all these years.
yeah, approval? Or the brooding
Yeah,
look?
well, yeah, deeply, certainly, like in 2007.
Anytime.
Remember we didn't get along that well
I
at
know
first?
it. I know it. Andrew and I didn't.
We didn't really
click
connect
at
at
first.
Really?
No.
Yeah,
Well, we were
I can
both.
see why.
it was more
Hold on. Go on.
because
Go on.
because what?
Tell me straight.
Why are you not surprised?
He's so affable and nice.
And I'm
Not.
challenging.
But once we get through the exterior,
Then
Then there's a little bit more.
a little more
Of-
exterior.
yeah. And then after a while, you're like,
Yeah.
I missed that gravel
No,
voice.
we were at different places in our lives that weren't
Yeah.
especially compatible with each other.
Yeah, we were going through our own things.
Yeah.
and we were worried about ourselves.
Which is one of the reasons that I'm so grateful for Les Mis is that we were able to reconnect.
That's true.
Whatever,
That's
5
true.
years later or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing happened with me and Casey Levy.
Yeah.
Casey and I didn't gel as much in hair as we did with our next 12 shows.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
you guys do
Yeah.
a lot of those.
Yeah, she's kind of my Broadway wife.
Yeah.
And she's amazing.
She's
Heading
amazing.
over to London.
Heading back to
Yeah.
London.
I know. Got to make a trip over
I was
there
just
to see
looking at
that.
flights.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to
Should we
destroy
all
that.
go?
Oh my God.
For
Yeah.
your 50th?
All right, it's done.
All right.
There it is.
Where are we
You
going?
don't have to say a word.
Perfect.
We'll take care of the rest.
A whole long
As
weekend.
long as you enunciate,
in London,
it's- I'll be all
no
right with it.
promises.
Yeah.
I know.
Sometimes in the show, I'll say something. I'm like, I'm sure no,
No
one
way that
understood what I just
read.
said.
Yeah, not a chance that read.
Yeah, Michael Mayer's giving
Yeah.
you little pieces of paper just over and over.
Don't you love getting those?
Just enunciate, Ramin.
Is it? Yeah, I have gotten those actually. One night he gave me a note. He literally went like this. So I come on stage and I have a top hat with my white gloves. I drop the glove, carried on with the scene. I get a note. Ramin, you dropped your glove in the first scene. And I'm thinking, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was there.
I know.
Next thing, oh, but you picked it up. Another piece of paper. I'm like, say what you see, mate.
Thank you.
It's just a director's commentary.
Thank you for guiding my performance.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
But the first note, like you dropped your glove, I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I picked it up.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
Well, I think we got to go back. Well, you got to come see Beautiful Noise.
So
with
much
Will.
I need to
I'm
see.
definitely going to go back to see it. We got till October. We got to celebrate your 50th.
I'm glad you're doing your show into oblivion so that I'll have time to come see it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll come on a Wednesday night.
You're not going to spend your night off watching Funny Girl.
Yeah.
Not understanding half the things I say.
I'm not going to not see you do the show.
Yeah. I might not see you do the show.
Really, what I'm hearing is I'm not going to not see Leah Michelle do the show.
Also that.
They say she's great.
She's amazing.
Brother, I love having you here. I've missed you. I
Same,
think we
dude.
need to do this again. We'll see what the response is. We may never do this
is
again.
This is not funny to anyone but us.
No, it's not even really
No,
that funny.
it's
to me.
enjoyable for us, and I appreciate the catch up.
I think
Well,
we
it
should
beats,
bump
you know.
your next guest and do another one right now.
No.
Let's just go back
She's
to
far
back.
more interesting than us, and
Okay.
she has a lot more interesting and insightful things to say.
That's a low bar to clear.
Yeah, it's not.
That is true.
Not that hard.
But when you hear her, she's something else.
All right.
Love you, brother.
I love you,
Give my
Matt.
love to the family,
I will.
and let's do this again.
All right, mate.
Great. Brother.
Give me that brooding look before we go.
This one's for you, Ramon.
Man, my Y chromosome is shaking.
Yeah.
It's the dongle.
Did Puya
It's
come
the
up?
dongle.